All right, music lovers, 1973 wasn't just a year. It was an explosion of creativity, heart, and pure vibes. Some of the tracks you're about to hear are still lighting up playlists, proving they're not just hits of the past, but timeless bangers. Whether you're here for soul-stirring ballads or groove-heavy jams, we've got it all. Buckle up, because we're counting down the top 15 songs from 1973 that are timeless classics.
I'm coming home, I've done my time.
Number 15, Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree by Tony Orlando and Dawn. This anthem of hope dominated 1973, blending storytelling with an infectious melody. Based on a true story, the song recounts a man returning from prison who asks his partner to tie a yellow ribbon on a tree if she still loves him. A simple, heartfelt premise, but it resonated with millions, staying at number 1 for 4 weeks and even inspiring a national trend of actual yellow ribbons tied to trees. Funny thing, Tony Orlando initially hesitated to record it, thinking it might be too corny. But boy, was he wrong. Its universal theme of redemption and forgiveness made it one of the year's most unforgettable tracks.
The south side of Chicago is a better.
Number 14, Bad Leroy Brown by Jim Croce. With a piano-hooked beat and clever lines, Jim Croce turned this charming bad boy tale into a massive hit. It's the story of Leroy Brown, a cocky troublemaker who eventually gets his comeuppance, told with a playful swagger that only Croce could deliver. Topping the charts, Bad Leroy Brown became Croce's first number 1 hit, proving the power of vivid storytelling in music. Tragically, Croce's life was cut short later that year, but songs like this cemented his legacy as one of the greats. Bonus trivia:
Downtown ladies call a treetop lover, all the men just call him.
The character was inspired by a real guy Croce met during his army days who, in Croce's own words, wasn't as tough as he thought he was.
The biggest kick I ever got.
Number 13, Crocodile Rock by Elton John. Elton John hit nostalgia gold with Crocodile Rock, a tribute to 1950s rock and roll with a campy twist. It's got everything you'd want from a retro bop, a lively keyboard riff, quirky lyrics, and Elton's trademark energy. The whimsical la 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 chorus is as catchy as it gets.
Swam by and the rock just died. Susie went left.
Released as part of the Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player album, this track shot to Elton's first U.S. number 1, marking the start of his domination of the American music scene. Inspired by acts like Bill Haley and the Beach Boys, Elton perfectly captured the carefree vibes of early rock while giving it a fresh 70s edge. Nostalgia never rocked harder.
This song killing me softly.
Number 12, Killing Me Softly with This Song by Roberta Flack. If soul music had a chillingly beautiful epitome, this is it. Roberta Flack's tender delivery made you feel like she was singing directly to your heart. Written by Charles Fox and Norman Gimbel, the lyrics were inspired by a poem about a Don McLean concert.
In all my dark despair, and then
Flack first heard the song on a flight and knew she had to make it hers. Her slow, passionate ballad version turned the track into a massive hit, earning her a Grammy for Record of the Year in 1974. Little known fact, Lauryn Hill of the Fugees helped immortalize it for yet another generation with her iconic 1996 cover. But Roberta's original remains unmatched in its haunting power.
That's love, baby. Let's get it on.
Number 11, Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye crafted the ultimate love anthem with Let's Get It On. It's smooth, it's sensual, and it's undeniably iconic. Released as the lead single for his album of the same name, this track blended soulful lyrics with a sultry groove, creating an atmosphere that's nothing short of magic. But beyond its surface appeal, Let's Get It On was also Gaye's way of expressing personal liberation during a time when he was exploring new artistic freedom. The song hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, cementing Gaye's reputation as a master of both emotional depth and irresistible rhythm. Even decades later, it's the go-to track for setting the perfect romantic mood.
I'm gonna sing it to my friends.
Number 10, Will It Go Round in Circles by Billy Preston. Billy Preston, often dubbed the Fifth Beatle, brought playful funk perfection to the charts with this hit. Will It Go Round in Circles, written alongside Bruce Fisher, was an anthem for free-spiritedness and individuality. Its offbeat humor is carried by Preston's infectious piano riff and his distinctive soulful voice. This groovy track became a chart topper, landing him his first #1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
I've got a dance, I ain't got no steps, y'all.
Fun trivia: Preston debuted the song live on the Midnight Special before fully recording it, and the audience's reaction already signaled its immense hit potential. It remains a timeless tune for when life feels cyclical, but you just gotta keep spinning along. Number 9, Youre So Vain by Carly Simon. You're so vain, you probably think this song is about you. Well, Carly Simon was right, because this lyrical burn captured global intrigue, and everyone listening became a detective. Many speculated about who the song targeted, like Warren Beatty or Mick Jagger. This clever piece of pop storytelling reached #1 on the charts thanks to Simon's smoky vocals and sass-infused delivery.
Probably think this song is about you. You're so.
Mick Jagger's uncredited backing vocals added extra mystique to the mix. Spoiler alert, or not, Simon revealed decades later that at least part of the song was about Beatty, but only part. Talk about keeping us guessing. It's easily one of the cleverest and catchiest breakup anthems of all time.
Me and Mrs. Jones.
Number 8, Me and Mrs. Jones by Billy Paul. Billy Paul's velvety voice turned this sultry tale into an instant classic. Telling the story of an illicit love affair, the song's heartfelt delivery and emotive lyrics were unmatched. Written by the legendary Philadelphia songwriting team of Gamble and Huff, it brought the lush Philly soul sound to new heights. Remarkably,
Why would you play a favorite song?
the relatable tension between love and guilt helped the track surge to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, winning Paul a Grammy for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. With its soulful orchestration and Paul's ability to draw listeners into the narrative, Me and Mrs. Jones transcends time, staying relevant as one of the most passionate ballads in music. Number 7, We're an American Band by Grand Funk Railroad. Grand Funk Railroad didn't just create a rock anthem with We're an American Band, they built a love letter to life on the road. Released during a peak era of American hard rock, this track is dripping with cowbells, searing guitar riffs, and unapologetic confidence. Produced by Todd Rundgren, the song became the band's first chart-topping single and an emblem of rock and roll freedom. The lyrics, inspired by the band's exploits touring across America, are equal parts celebratory and rebellious. From its backstage tales to its relentless energy, We're an American Band is an undeniable classic and one of the best road trip anthems of all time. Number 6, Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. Arguably one of the most iconic riffs of all time, Smoke on the Water isn't just a banger. It's a true story turned legend. Inspired by a fire that broke out during a Frank Zappa concert in Switzerland, the band vividly captures the chaos of the scene in their lyrics. The title itself refers to the imagery of smoke billowing over Lake Geneva as the band watched the venue burn from their hotel. Musically, it's simple yet powerful riff, driven by Ritchie Blackmore's guitar wizardry, hooked listeners instantly. It peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and remains a staple for beginners learning guitar. Even after decades, no song captures rock drama quite like this masterpiece.
The world he left behind not so long ago.
Number 5, Midnight Train to Georgia by Gladys Knight and the Pips. This soul masterpiece is more than a song. It's a story that hits straight to the heart. Written by Jim Weatherly, it was inspired by a phone call between him and actress Farrah Fawcett, aptly titled Midnight Plane to Houston, before its soulful transformation. When Gladys Knight and the Pips got their hands on it, they swapped plane for train, infusing the track with deep Southern charm and nostalgia. The song recounts a man leaving Los Angeles to return to Georgia in search of a simpler, more meaningful life, with his devoted partner deciding to join him.
He kept dreaming.
Gladys Knight's stunning vocals, paired with the Pips' heartfelt harmonies, turned this into an anthem of love and sacrifice, earning it a Grammy Award and a number 1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100. It remains one of the most iconic ballads of all time, striking a chord with anyone who's had to make tough choices for love.
Ain't it a shame?
Number 4, Drift Away by Dobie Gray. Gimme the beat, boys, and free my soul. Instantly, you're swaying to this smooth classic. Written by Mentor Williams, this track blends soft rock and soul in perfect harmony, delivering a soothing escape from the chaos of everyday life. Dobie Gray's warm, textured voice takes center stage, wrapping listeners in a cocoon of serenity. The song became a worldwide hit, peaking at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and cemented Gray's place in music history.
Beginning to think that I'm wasting time.
What makes Drift Away special isn't just its timeless lyrics, but the universal sentiment of wanting to let go and lose yourself in music. Over the decades, this classic has been covered countless times, but none come close to the pure magic of Gray's original rendition. It's a song that feels like a deep breath, no matter how many times you hear it.
You got to give me a
Number 3, Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney and Wings. Explosive, theatrical, unforgettable. Live and Let Die wasn't just a theme song for the 1973 James Bond film. It was a groundbreaking moment for Paul McCartney and Wings. Written by McCartney and produced by legendary Beatles producer George Martin, this song masterfully combines orchestral drama with rock energy. The sweeping arrangement feels cinematic, as if written to match Bond's high-stakes escapades. But the song is also remarkably standalone. Fun fact, this was the first Bond theme to be nominated for an Oscar. From the dynamic tempo shifts to the fiery live performances. Yes, with actual pyrotechnics, Live and Let Die raised the bar for film music and rock ballads alike. Its influence lives on, proving that this was McCartney not just riding the momentum of the Beatles' legacy, but shaping a new era of his own. Number 2, Superstition by Stevie Wonder. If there's one riff that can make you move within seconds, it's the funky intro to Stevie Wonder's Superstition. Wonder created the track using his own clavinet riff, giving it that crispy staccato groove that feels infectious. Originally written for guitarist Jeff Beck, Wonder released his version first after Motown's Berry Gordy encouraged it. The song's lyrics caution against believing in superstitions, but the delivery is so electrifying that you can't help but feel lucky just listening to it. Superstition climbed to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and helped establish Stevie Wonder as one of the most innovative musicians of his generation. It's equal parts funk, soul, and genius, with a timelessness that keeps it as fresh as the day it dropped. Decades later, it remains a go-to track for party playlist, movie soundtracks, and undeniable vibes.
If I stay with you, girl.
At number 1, Free Bird by Lynyrd Skynyrd. What can we even say about Free Bird that hasn't already been shouted from concert audiences demanding this iconic track? Clocking in at 9 minutes. The song is a rock anthem of epic proportions. Starting slow with Ronnie Van Zant's reflective lyrics, it crescendos into Alan Collins and Gary Rossington's legendary dual guitar solos that melt minds and speakers alike. Released on Lynyrd Skynyrd's debut album, it captured the band's southern rock ethos while solidifying their place in music history. The phrase, "If I leave here tomorrow," isn't just a lyric. It's a feeling of freedom and being untethered, resonating across generations.
Take it so badly.
The track became a staple for live performances, often stretching over 10 minutes. To this day, it remains a rallying cry for fans of classic rock, proving that sometimes the only answer to the ultimate rock question, "What's next?" is play Freebird. And that wraps it up. These 15 tracks of 1973 aren't just songs. They're stories, moments, and memories that have lasted through generations. Which one tops your list? And which ones did we miss? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and join us next time on America Retro Beats. Keep those records spinning, and don't forget to love, live, and listen to the music that shapes our lives.